What is going on? Dreadful Rick back. So, this will be my first, I guess, contest entry of the year. And so I'm supporting Sean the Beast. So, he's a fella, I don't think he's familiar with my channel, but I became familiar with him through everybody else in the VC. And he's based over in the UK. And so he's running a contest. So he reached 200 subscribers. And, well, I just checked right before this video, and he's literally right at 300 exactly. So, way to go, Sean. And what makes this extra special is that he's a relatively new channel. So, he's a fella who's older fella who's been into the extreme metal scene and everything for a long time. So he's been a fan of this stuff, and I think he got a bit of a nudge, Mark G, and maybe a few others, to start a channel. So welcome to the VC, a little belated from me and everybody else who's just noticing your channel and everything else. But so cool to have you on board here. So so anyway, his contest consists of two for two. So essentially, he wants us to show something with the word two. So TWO, not TOO, not TO, not Roman numeral 2, the word 2, as in the number. And so as I've been watching everybody else do their entry, it start to dawn on me that this won't be easy. It sounds easy. How many of us with large collections, right? And you would think, well, how hard can it be, right? The word 2 is a common word. But apparently, a lot of it is not on the covers or in the title as frequently as we would wish. So this has been extremely challenging for a lot of you. I think that Anthony at Metal Miners is probably the most amusing one. Sorry, Anthony. I know you struggled, and he's a huge supporter of the VC. And just watching this, I'm like, oh no. So let me throw my hand in this and see what I pulled. Did I struggle? Hell yeah. And so did everybody else. So, I try not to show some of the obvious ones everybody else has already showed. So I try to look at a few, and I think some of the ones I got here are very peculiar. One is not really metal, although one is. So I had to resort to a non-metal one just so I can get something here. And so I'm a buzzer beater entry, as usual, fashionably late Rick. You know how I roll. So yeah, here I go. So Sean the Beast. By the way, if you're going to go to his channel, don't just type in Sean the Beast. It's not going to show up very properly in the algorithm for some reason. I know it's a new channel, but you're going to get a much bigger channel that has nothing to do with the Metal VC, also called Sean the Beast. So use the link that I have here, and it'll take you directly to his channel. And subscribe if you're not already, and supporting Sean the Beast, because he shows some amazing shit on his channel. Some really cool albums and stuff that, and I know I say this all the time, but he really does know his what do you call it, his taste, and I really like the stuff that he shows, and especially on the more extreme end of things. So he does not shy away from that. But here we go. I'm gonna stop blabbering now. So the first one I pulled here, let me show the non-metal one. So this is a goth rock, death rock Finnish band, and they've been around a very long time. I think the last album they put out was back in 2021, called Two Witches. So my first two, TWO, is actually the name of the group themselves. So yeah, so this is their 1993 album, The Vampire's Kiss. They actually put out another album this same year, they call Fairy Magic. But this is the only one I own, and it's pretty good actually. Put out by Cleopatra. So if you guys collect a lot of industrial and gothic rock and that kind of stuff, Cleopatra is a pretty known name. So yeah, not much to show here other than what I got here. 1993. My favorite song on here is Burn the Witch. Really cool. Definitely check out the music video. There is one out there, and it's quite catchy. Burn the Witch. So yeah, and the next one here, it's a band from Michigan. The last thing they put out was back in 2018, so they're long overdue for another album. So this is actually their second album. They put out 3 total, and this is Pan, P-A-N, and yeah. So what I have here is a special edition. It's not a regular jewel case version. I ordered this through Bandcamp, This came out back in 2014. So this album is 10 years old already. So congratulations, Pan, on Driftwoods. So look how homebrew this is. So I still consider this an official thing to show because it was made by the bands themselves. I think the drummer actually did the artwork for this, or the woodcut print right here. So where's the two? So apparently you can do this. So a word that has TWO together does not particularly spell the word two. Isolated can still count. So Driftwoods has TWO. Driftwoods. There's my second two. Pretty cool. This is 63 out of 100. Cool little stitching there. I couldn't pass this up. I saw this there. I'm like, this is a quirky little cool little item. It actually has a here we go. Came in this sort of a CDR, kind of a soft. Pretty cool. So it is on Bandcamp. So Pan Driftwoods. It looks like they still have this available. So if you're curious, so who the hell are Pan? Based out of Michigan, right? So they actually included this insert. Here we are, the drummer, yeah, Ken Klein, John Carey on bass, and Chris Boris, who's the vocalist and guitarist. Chris Boris, who's also in the band The Glorious Dead. That's right, Marty Worm's band and TJ. Although Chris plays bass in Glorious Dead, though he plays guitar in this band. So really good band. I was way into this band before I even joined the VC. I was already a fan, and they kind of play in that sort of it's a style of death metal that's hard to really categorize. It's very melodic, progressive, groovy at times. There are times there's very reminiscent of early Opeth. So if you like Opeth and bands like Ancients, you will definitely dig Pan if you don't know about them already. So again, you can get their stuff Bandcamp. The Boreal Coast, if you want it on vinyl, their latest album, you can get that right on vinyl. So yeah, cool stuff. So did not mean this to be long. I'll stop blabbering. But Sean, congratulations. There's my 2 for 2. So wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but I'm glad I got through it. And congratulations on 300 subs. Everybody else who also joined, I'm sure this was pretty fun. Fun, right? So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Keep it dreadful. I'll catch you on the next one.